Hello and welcome back to a new series on the channel. It's called Cars Where They Don't Belong. Today, kind of the car choice is I think it is 2016 Indy car, the road course version around Monza. Just cars that do not have any business being on the track that we're racing them. So we're gonna real quick do the setup, and I need to turn on the auto clutch, I think, because I was having some, or no, actually I don't need auto clutch, but I do need to like load a setup. Alright, and then let's go. So we're gonna real quick put in our quali lap. Can't guarantee it's going to be great, but it's going to be something. We're just running the default setup as well, just because I don't really have the knowledge needed to do much else. Yep, so let's use this outlap to... unsafe pit lane exit. I always forget about that. Trying to get off the racing line for this guy. I'm not terribly great at it though. Yeah, let's get a little bit of heat in these tires. Oh shit. Oops. Well, let's continue through this outlap. Luckily, it's only the outlap. Having enough downforce to get through those turns is kind of nice. Through into both the Lismos, just having downforce is really nice. But it's down here where we lose time because of it. So I don't need to brake all the way back where I have been. But yeah, I'm able to pull myself through there pretty easily. A little bit of heat in those front tires. Alright, so let's head down into our first quali lap. I am maxing out the rev limiter, so I could really probably have a bit more time could be found, but let's see what we can make out of this lap. That's a spin. Alright, let's take it easy on these tires. As I go over a bunch of curbs and stuff. So let's see if we can get another lap in. Still got 6 minutes of the session to go. Let's see what this puts me anyway, because I'm still ahead of people. Yeah, it's at a relatively reasonable level. I don't do too much actual racing right now. I've been doing a lot of hot lapping recently, though. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the pack. So let's get a good run through. Nope. Let's get a spin through the first chicane. Wow. Qualifying is not my thing. Alright. Let's see what I can do here. I'm probably going to need to actually head into the pits. Let's see. So let's grab... Okay. Let's load. Stable. Gearing. Slow accelerating. Or no. I want gearing. Yes. Alright. Slightly higher top speed. Create new setup. Let's just real quiet call it set. Alright. So let's try this again. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the quali session. We got a fresh set of tires. So let's see what we can do. It's close to the end of the session. I might actually be able to get some slipstream from some of these guys. If I don't totally screw up into the first chicane. Oh, took out one of those barriers. Alright, so luckily this is still only the outlap. I'm still trying to find the optimal braking points around the circuit. Curbs are not good for this car. Somebody just went into the wall back there. So we might end up editing out a bunch of stuff, such as this outlet. Well, this looks familiar. Taking an open cedar red car across Monza. So let's get the lap started here. Just start heading down the main straight. The start-finish line is in a different place in this version of the track, and I'm getting passed by faster cars. That's always fun. However, I should be able to get some slipstream off of him if I can get in close enough. After I really had a pretty bad slide there at the beginning, unfortunately. And I am my last fastest lap was significantly off the pace. If you look up in your top left corner, you can see that I'm about 15 seconds off the pace. Wait, here we go. Had to lock up my tires there in order not to run into him. So I am 13 seconds up so far on my fastest. Alright. There we go. That was a decent run through the final sector. And after this, I am going to put in one more lap and see how we go. So you guys will get to see 2 quality level laps. But they are going to be on the same set of tires, so I'm not sure that the second lap is going to be any faster. But as we come across the finish line here, we go P12. Alright, let's see. It was a decent start. This is the good part about it. Though, we are heading into the typical turn 1 Monza situation. But, we just gained 5 places. Make that 6. We started P12 and we are now P6. But we got this guy coming at us from the inside. Luckily, I've watched a fair amount of racing around here, so I kind of know some of the better overtaking techniques, at least in theory. But I can actually, I think, up the aggression on these drivers. They're a little passive because I've just made it up 8 spots in under a lap. But I am considerably slower down the straights than a lot of these cars. I think they're at the difficulty where they're able to adjust their own setups. Oh, there we go off, but we've got a guy approaching on the right. He's going to overtake us here. We're going to come around him. He's on our inside, and we get the position back. So we're going to kind of try and aim for a podium if everything goes right. But he is just able to sail past me on the straights, which is what's really getting me. And I think that's where these top 4 guys are, is they have the low downforce setup kind of perfected. But they break very early into some of these turns. So I'm able to get a lot of time out just from braking closer to where I would with the F1 car. To be fair, though, they're also running at race pace instead of quali pace. But our 5th place guy behind us is thoroughly behind us now. And let's see if we can put a bit more of a lead in between us through this final sector. And we actually have a really good 3rd sector there. But I am being caught. There's a whole train behind me. So that's what I've noticed is the Indy cars tend to bunch up on this circuit. And I wonder if that's just a side effect of the AI for the Indy cars. Because there is a possibility that the IndyCar AI is programmed to bunch up, since that's what generally is going to happen in something like a IndyCar race on an oval. So that's just a little bit tidbit to think about. No. Ah. Alright, let's get back onto this track. All that progress I had just made is now gone. Alright, now let's see if we can put in a bunch of quali laps. That's basically what I'm going to need to do in order to get back up. I want to get in the top 10. Or at the very least, finish higher than I started. But with that dive bomb of mine, that might not happen. So we're just going to be working on catching up here. Luckily, we're only about 7 seconds behind, And I might be able to make up a lot of time here. Now I just gotta drive it like I drive an F1 car. Absolutely on the limit. No, didn't want to do that. I was down to a 4-second gap. Yikes. Alright, now I might not be able to make it back up, but we're going to finish the race anyway. We're already over halfway through. We've already qualified. We've done everything. We might as well finish the race. But you can just see with this how the IndyCar really isn't suited for this track at all. It's very kind of just not super fast around what is basically the most power circuit track left on the F1 calendar after old Hockenheim was removed, or after Hockenheim was really renovated. Because Spa is a bit of one. The entire Sector 3 at Spa is straight power circuit. But it's not quite Monza levels, where they had to introduce the chicanes because of the FIA rules, which stated there that a certain distance of straight has to be broken up with a chicane. It's why the Ford chicanes are now at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Was because of the FIA ruling that a straight of over, I think it was like, X, or whatever it is, it's a straight over X kilometers, has to have chicanes to break it up. There can't be a straight longer than that, which is mostly for safety, because we could start seeing F1 cars at Monza now. If they raced current F1 cars in full low drag spec, we could probably hit 250 miles an hour almost on the old Monza layout, I bet. That would be fun. How fast can we go in a straight line in an F1 car? So, we are a couple laps from the end of the race here. But make sure to leave your thoughts on the series in the comments. This is just a dumb idea I had the other day after seeing Jimmy's video, and kind of figured, you know what, why not? I wanted to take a little bit of a break from daily sim racing, just because I've kind of been reaching a plateau that it's been getting really hard to beat my laps, and I kind of want to break from it. I think that if I drive some actual cars and races, stuff like that, we can start taking a look at just how much better I'm getting. Especially because a lot of what I need to do in DSR, or actually SDR, or SRD, there we go. I have it under a different name on my computer than it gets uploaded under. But just the difference that I need is going to be able to be found from racing. It's going to just be able to find out where the limit is. So some of these videos will be Project Cars, some will be Assetto Corsa, probably some will be R Factor 2 as well. I bought that the other day. So there's a lot of content for me to make here with this series. I am currently 13-ish seconds behind the next guy, which is quite a bit of time around this circuit. And especially with a short race. If this was a 24-hour race, I wouldn't even be worried. Like, this would be fine if it was a 24-hour. So we're just putting in some good laps now. Since there's no one really to battle with. Just because I am below the pace. So I'll probably drop the AI down a little bit for my next couple races. Just to give me a little bit more of a chance to actually race. But here we go on the final lap. I think it's accelerating on the curbs that's been getting me the most recently. But I do eventually want to get something like a Playseat Challenge, just something that I can mount everything to and still store easily. Because right now, as you can see, my T300 is just mounted to my desk, and I'm sitting in an office chair. So being able to get something like a Playseat Challenge where I can keep it permanently mounted would be really great. But I'm not going to be able to do that until I get some more income, and that's not likely to happen unless this YouTube channel, like, blows up soon. So, for the time being, we're going to have desk-mounted videos. But we're going to come in about 14 seconds behind the leader, or behind the next person, but that happens. But we definitely have the ability to get better at it. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below about what you think about the series, because I think this should be pretty fun. We'll see just how much I'm able to do with it. There's all sorts of cars that can race around places that they don't belong in these games. I still do want to race an F1 car around an oval with a full grid of F1 cars, just to see what would happen. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see ya.